Good morning, everybody. This is Kim Danke coming to you live from the Shibby Studios in Kennesaw, Georgia. And today is April 1st, 2021. We have a brand new month. And remember, those of you who have not been playing the game of life this year, I called you off the bench yesterday. So you are in the starting lineup today. You are one of our starters. So I need you to start today. I hope that you prepared to, but you know what to do. If you've been sitting there and you just hadn't been playing, you know what to do. So remember, I called you off the bench yesterday. So today's your day. We are on day 91 of the 365-day game of life, the 2021 edition. And you know what? Today's April Fool's Day, and I really wanted to pull an April Fool's joke on you and just say, hey, this is the last day of the Shibby show and all that, but I couldn't do it because I have such a hard time even lying in a fooling way. So I was like, that would be fun, but no, I can't do it. Good morning, Ron from Lilburn. Good morning, Dawn. I'm so happy for the sunshines. I don't know what the last emoji is. Good morning, Kathy from Michigan, having a perfect day. When you hop on here this morning, please say good morning, where you're watching from, and what type of Shibboleth day you are having. Good morning, Miss Polly. Good morning. I'm glad you are here. I have to be somewhere at 8:15 this morning. I have to be at a networking event. I've got a networking event at 8:15. I've got a networking luncheon, and then I've got a networking event in the afternoon. And then tonight, I'll be going to Cartersville. We're going to have a class at Cartersville at Memory Lane of Yesteryear. It's right across from Cartersville High School. If you are in Cartersville, or if you know anybody who might be interested in Shibboleth who lives in Cartersville, I'll be there from 6:30 to 7:15 tonight. They can come a little early, like at 6:15. I'd love to get to know them. Just send them on up there. They do not need to be registered necessarily. We like registrations because it helps us know who's coming and if someone is coming. But if it's at the last minute and you can't get them registered, or if they're not a member. If you're a member, try to register. But if they're not a member, just send them on. We'd love to have them. Good morning, Marla from Orlando, having a perfect day and starting a well-needed vacation tomorrow. Awesome, Marla. That's going to be fantastic. I hope that you truly, truly enjoy yourself. Okay, Deenda, I was thinking about you when I said that about getting off the bench because you claimed it yesterday. That's awesome. She is off the bench and having an IMF day. Let's give some hearts to Deenda. Pollen, yes, my friend. That pollen was covering my car so bad yesterday. It's crazy. Yet, Michelle, good morning. Welcome to April IMF Day in Carrollton, Georgia. Missed the live Shibby show the past 2 days and felt like something was missing from my day. Oh, aren't you so sweet? I thank you so much for being on here and being such a supportive member and Shibby show watcher and friend. So thank you. Good morning, Sandy Gregg. Good morning, Sandy Spar from Bechtelsville, Pennsylvania. Perfect day. And wait a minute, it's snowing. No joke, it's snowing. Oh my goodness, the weather has been bizarre down here. Tornadoes, we had hail, not big enough to cause roof damage hail, really, it was like pea size. But it was still hail and still, a lot of it. Wind damage happens more in the south than hail damage. And then we had torrential rains, and then today it's cold. It's going to be sunny, but it's cold. That's why I'm like in this, because I thought, this might be the last time for me to wear this warm thing. Good morning, Charlene from Michigan. April Fool's Day, they have snow too. Good morning, Amy from Ohio. It's a holiday for her, going to an event with her mom. I hope you enjoy that so much, Amy. Those are special times. Good for you. Hey, Polly. Polly's having a perfect day in Dalton. Good to see. Oh, yes, it was. Polly and I FaceTimed yesterday, so that was awesome. Yes, I loved seeing her pretty face too. Good morning, Cheryl Davis. Holiday with my neighborhood women's Bible study and celebrating my granddaughter's birthday. Hey, that's good to have two things in one day. I am back to goal after 3 tiger 16 days and a week at the beach. That is awesome and amazing. And we know what to do now. We have the tools. We have the tools, but more, we have the system. The system is what we know to do, and it works and helps. So I wrote down something today. What did I write down? I wrote down, I can't really look it up, that I would have liked to have weighed more, not more. I would have liked to have weighed less today than I did because it's the beginning of a new month and I like to do my stats and stuff. Well, and I haven't done all of my stats, but I did look yesterday at what I weighed at the beginning of March. Beginning of March, I weighed 140, and then today I weigh 138. So, and I've had my 12 holidays and all of that, so I would say that's pretty good. But I like to shoot for the 135 goal, and I would have liked to have weighed less this morning, but I didn't. But do you know all it takes is a couple more days? You can't just get impatient with it. Especially, I'm in a different nutritional situation than some people because I'm in maintenance. Maintenance is different than weight loss, okay? So in maintenance, you're going to gain weight over the holiday, and then it takes you a bit, 3-4 days, depending on what type of days you're doing. If you go in and lock it in and do tiger days like Cheryl, it'll get off quicker. If you just do regular Shibboleth days like me, it might take a day or two longer, but that's okay. That's why it's called my Shibboleth, because we still can achieve the same results doing it slightly different, but all with using the same foundation. It's amazing lifestyle. So I would have liked to have weighed a little bit less, but I have a perfect day today and tomorrow, and then I've got holidays over the Easter weekend, and we'll go from there. Okay, Amy, my mom is talking to everyone she sees about Shibboleth, and her daughter and granddaughter have lost so much weight. I love that. She's so proud of y'all. That is fantastic. Good morning, Wendy. Wendy is having a perfect day in Leesburg, Virginia. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And I don't see our super sharer on here, Diane Rody, but if y'all do like Diane would do, and please hit that share button in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen and let people know about Shibboleth, just like Amy's mom is doing. Good morning, Kathy. Yes, and she's in maintenance and she loves it also. Andrea, good morning. Having a perfect day to kick off a great month ahead. I love a new month, Andrea, and what a great way to think about that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this devotion today. It is called The Power of I Can. Everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. 1 Corinthians 6:12. Travis puts it this way when it comes to Shibboleth. It may be lawful, but it's not expedient. For example, having 3 meals, a snack, extra, freebies all day long, it really looks like grazing. It's lawful on the lifestyle, but is it expedient? No. So here's this verse. Everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. 1 Corinthians 6:12, if y'all want to type that in. Reaching my weight loss goal is a precarious place for me. Oh, this is the devotion Made to Crave devotional from Lisa Turkhurst. A blessing entangled with a curse. The curse is the dangerous assumption that freedom now means I can return to all those things I've given up for the past months. That happens a lot. People get to their goal weight and they go, phew, and then they go back to their old habits. We don't want to do that. The sacrifices, the missed treats, the deprived taste buds, high on salad and low on French fries. I'm tempted to celebrate, live it up, and invite all those foods I've missed into a little welcome home party. Yet I can't fling open the door to all those missed foods without welcoming back the excess calories, fat grams, cholesterol, sugars, and addictive additives. Most of these destructive guests fall under the category of junk foods. The interesting thing about these guests is that they send out little signals to our brains begging us to party with them again and again. A welcome home party begins as an invitation to be roommates again, which spells disaster for what we had hoped might be a lifestyle change. A chips and chocolate girl like me can find it hard to uninvite certain foods to the party, especially ones that have been regulars for years. It's even more difficult to acknowledge that they aren't really my friends. Some can be casual acquaintances on a very limited basis, but others need to be banished for good. Only you can determine which foods are allowed back and which are not. We use a holiday. One of my favorite scriptures for navigating this process is, everything is permissible for me, but not everything is beneficial. I quote it over and over, reminding myself that I could have the brownie or that cheese dip, but they wouldn't benefit me in any way. That powerful thought has helped me focus on being empowered to make a beneficial choice rather than wallowing in feeling deprived of an unhealthy choice. So lest we start mourning what we lost, we must celebrate all that's been gained through our healthy lifestyle. I can instead of I can't is a powerful little twist of a phrase for a girl feeling deprived. For example, I can helps me walk into a dinner party and find the conversation more appealing than the buffet. I have to do that with networking. I can helps me stay on the perimeter of the grocery store where the fresher, healthier selections abound and smile that I know this tidbit. I can helps me reach for my water bottle and find satisfaction in its refreshment. I can helps me look at the McDonald's menu and order a fruit tray. Ooh, now we wouldn't do that. Without even giving a thought to the happy meals that used to be snacks. I can reminds me to look up a restaurant's nutritional information on the internet before going out, ensuring wiser choices. We would just use the restaurant guide. I can reminds me that no food will ever taste as sweet as peace. That's wonderful. Yesterday, as I was driving around, I went to, so I posted something yesterday that actually I had for lunch. I would have had for lunch on Tuesday. But yesterday I went to Longhorn. And when I looked at the sides, here were the sides. French fries, sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, seasoned rice pilaf, and broccoli. So out of the 6 sides they had available, one was appropriate. But that's because that's what the standard American diet leads to, and that's what people want to eat, is those other things. But I was so surprised there was just one. I ordered the broccoli, and it was absolutely delicious. Longhorn does some great broccoli, and I hadn't had it in a while, so it was good. But on Tuesday, I went to Copeland's, okay? And I had saved the very last holiday to go to Copeland's because they had, and if you go to the Shibby show, which is my group, my private group, if you go there, you'll see all the food. I mean, it was crazy amounts of, fancy food. And I had saved a holiday to eat that fancy food that day, but I ate a bag of Bonitos on Saturday and gave into a holiday and basically was well aware that on Tuesday I would not have been able to eat at Copeland's. So I made that trade. So Tuesday when I got to Copeland's, and I would have added biscuits in their desserts. I really wouldn't have done their jambalaya stuff, and I just don't do that anyway. It doesn't appeal to me, and I wouldn't have done the fried popcorn shrimp. That's not my thing. I don't eat it, but I would have added the biscuit in the desserts. But what I ate instead was broccoli and chicken, which is what they had. So y'all go look at those pictures in the Shibby show. But I basically traded that when I ate that bag of Bonitos. And that is the way that it is, because I'm not stepping over the line of the 12 holidays that I'm allowed, because I feel like if I did it once, it would be easier to do it over and over again. And I don't want that. And honestly, it gets so much easier when I don't have a holiday. It's like, nope, don't have a holiday. Then when I do, and then I can kind of justify changing it out. So, but I don't walk over the line. Let's see who's talking on here. Good, Sharon. Sharon, let me kick you in the pants again. Hey, I don't like to kick people, but if you need it, let me do it. Valerie, good morning. Having a perfect day in Indianapolis. Thank you, Michelle and Polly, for typing in that verse so other people can go back and read that if they're looking at this. Good morning, Becky. Having a perfect day. Hey, Lavelle, miss you and love you too. I would love to see y'all at class again soon. That is right, Michelle. Good news. Cheese dip is approved, eaten correctly on Shibboleth. It's really funny when you read like her stuff, and she's not a Shibboleth member. She's figured out something else for her. But I read these things and I'm like, I can have chips on a holiday. I can have certain things on a holiday. But isn't it funny how we wouldn't do fruit at McDonald's, but she would? Because fruit does what? It increases your it increases insulin because of a blood sugar elevation. So we just have to do that right. Restaurant guide is amazing, Michelle. And you are so right, Kathy. Nothing tastes as good as being thin and healthy feels. It's so true. So true. So Sandy Gregg, woo! Y'all, give some hearts to Sandy Gregg. She has locked it in this month. Sandy Gregg went from March 1st to April 1st down 14.4 pounds. Way to go, Sandy. Thank you so much for telling us this so we can celebrate with you. Wendy is having a perfect day in Chattanooga. Let's see, Suzanne, I am a coffee roaster. Drink lots of coffee. How many cups of black coffee is allowed in a day? Black coffee is fine, but you don't want it to take your water. I would try to cut back a little bit, just pray about that and see what the Lord thinks is reasonable for you. But I would say that you want to make sure that you get your water in and first. And I would say that maybe you get in a gallon and then have some coffee as treats with breakfast, lunch, and dinner maybe. I don't know. The Saturday morning class, Deanda, is at 10 a.m. I would love for you to be there. We are open this Saturday. We may close an hour early. I haven't decided or talked with Sasha about it. But just if you're coming to the Shibby shop, come before 1 this weekend, okay? Because we might be able to close a little bit early since it's Easter weekend. But we are having class at 10 a.m., so please come. Yes, great job, Sandy. And let's see, Sharon. Sharon is coming up on her second Shibboleth anniversary, April 18th. I'm 3 pounds over goal weight and want to be below on the 18th. That's awesome. Sharon, you know what to do. You lock that baby in. You lock that baby in no more than 3 eating episodes a day, and you will have that in no time at all because you know what to do. And congrats on your second Shibboleth anniversary. I signed up 2 years ago, like this weekend type thing. Because maybe a week before Easter, because I had a perfect week and then I had Easter holidays 2 years ago, and I'm doing the same thing this week. But officially April 10th would be my 2 years of my Shibboleth birthday. Awesome. Suzanne is still drinking 80 ounces or more a day. Awesome. Oh, of coffee or water? Hope it's not the coffee. Lori Kemp, down 20 pounds and going to do the detox challenge. Woo! Down 20 pounds. That is awesome. That is awesome. Sharon, we're so proud of you. We're so glad that you have stuck with it for 2 years. That is exciting. All right, well, let me read her prayer real quick, and we will pray this together. Dear Lord, your word tells us that everything is permissible, but not everything is beneficial. Remind us of this truth today when I am faced with unhealthy temptations. I can do all things with your strength. Thank you for loving me as I battle through this battle of a lifetime. Be with me today in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Okay, Suzanne's getting her water in. Good. All right. Well, good. You're getting that water in. I would just try to cut back and ask the Lord what he thinks is reasonable for the coffee consumption. Because black coffee really is a freebie. But if you think it's something that you're overdoing, that's what you want to try to assess. So check with the Lord. All right. Bye, everybody.